Good evening, chess fans. Welcome back to my chess diary. This is diary entry number 2. Today I had a day off from work, so I didn't feel too exhausted to play chess, even though my sleep schedule says otherwise. Um, but today I went to go get cat food, and that was about it. And, and then I slept till about 4:30 in the afternoon, and here we are. And then I decided to play a game after some warm-ups and some some chess study. And I played against a 2000 player. He's 100 points above me, so if this was a do our best game, and um we just played a chess game. 15 minutes with a 10-second increment. So the game starts with knight e4, knight c6, and this is just something you just face. It's a move. It definitely gets people out of their opening stuff. I've actually been um looking into this knight c6 move against e4 just for the heck of it. Um, but I play d4. He plays d5, and I play e5. So basically, against this move, I try to just play a French structure, and so the knight on c6 looks kind of dumb because he's blocking this pawn, which wants to go this way. Plays bishop f5. I play c3. He develops two pieces. I have developed zero, and but I have like a lot of space, like this way. So so we're doing pretty good. I didn't know whether this or knight f3 was better, but I opted for bishop d3 instead. f6, and here I thought for a little bit and decided to go with queen h5 just so I could, but I didn't actually fully calculate this out. Um, I thought g6, bishop captures, capture, 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 and then there would be this dumb looking pawn. But I actually, this dumb looking pawn's on the outside here. That's what I thought would happen. And instead we got this position, which I kind of overlooked. But I'm in no serious trouble um, here because I have so much space. I almost have the full triangle. It's pretty cool. I play here. He develops. It's really hard for black to develop all their pieces in the best places because the f6 square is taken by from the knight, and this bishop doesn't have any good squares over here, and e7 is kind of dumb. So, and this is just gonna brick wall. So he plays this, I castle, he captures, I capture this way. I looked afterwards and there's no actual difference between D takes and F takes. But I did take a minute to kind of understand what this position was gonna kind of how it was gonna kind of unfold. It's a knight's rooks and knight game. The position is blocked. My knights are undeveloped, and my rooks are kind of not on an open file. There are no open files. So we basically have to create one or place my knight on an advanced post to get any headway. So I just fully develop knight f1. I'm trying to actually defend this way. That's what I had during the game. And I thought I might play knight e3 so that I could kind of just provoke this, but I ended up provoking it anyway. And I was just like, okay, because this is a clearance for this knight to come here. The knight wants to come here. And that's why I played knight h4. By the way, this game is like super, super even at this point. Like, no mistakes from either side so far, which is really, really awesome. King h2. The threat here is f3. Knight captures, rook captures, and the taking advantage of the pin. So I play king h2, which is the top engine move. King d7, knight here is defending f3, working as a team, and I kind of put my rook over, I basically just untangle rook g3, and here I find a pretty awesome rook f4, which the game review labeled as a brilliant move, which is great. I need all the brilliant moves I can get. He played an equally pretty awesome move, rook h3, the desperado, forcing me to find the accurate king h3 and not g takes, because here forces me to make an extra move um, to kick the rook out, which is not great for me. And we end up in this position with two knights versus two knights, and the material count is even for both sides. Both sides have 6 pawns. And I didn't want to capture immediately because that would lose my support squares. So I opt for g4, knight h4, king h4, and I'm heading right over here. I'm heading for these guys. Knight f7, knight here, and I basically just do this. And I'll show you a really nuts continuation later on. That's like pretty awesome, but he didn't find this continuation, and I wouldn't have found it either, honestly. Knight f6 here, here, capture, capture. Oh, back here the better idea was to just eliminate the counterplay on my c5 square. During the game, I just didn't think it would matter. Um, Maybe I should have been more careful with that. I don't know, but the game goes as follows, and I capture the pawn. At which point I'm winning. I'll show you the nuts continuation after the game. This happened. This happened. This forced me to like calculate this guy and this guy. So my knight is just in time to get to f2 to cover the d1 square. But apparently back here, um, after king f8 here and knight h8, we have a fortress for some reason. Because I'm covering this. This is like a nuts fortress. Like what? No one would have ever seen this, I don't think. It's kind of it's gross. Um, but yeah, that was my game that I played today, and then I looked at Capablanca game. This is also pretty cool. So I'll show you this real quick. This is the game Capablanca versus Corso, 1901. This is the last game of the match, which ends spectacularly. So keep keep your eyes peeled. So we get to here. We're just kind of maneuvering. He's trying to get to here. White blacks 95 is pretty awesome because the pawn will like have a lot of space, and this bishop is just amazing. This bishop is going to be like the main guy uh, in a second. So just watch. Knight f3, here, here, king h8, h3. I'm actually really glad I played through this game. Queen f2, black breaks the pin on this pawn. because there were some tactics there. Gets the king off the dangerous diagonal. Black pushes towards the king side. 97, queen here. Rook g8 to get the attack going this way. Rook a1 here. And now white finally releases the tension. Knight f4, king h2, capture, capture. They got a bishop, but that's okay. He allows the pass pawn for this attack, and then here I actually notated black seems to have a pretty good idea, a pretty good attack here. But what Capablanca does is just completely nuts here, and he takes advantage of this diagonal capture and bishop b5 because after this, Capablanca writes this. And the point is that this. Oof. What a move. So, so bishop b5, and then he makes the dirtiest queen sacrifice that I have ever seen. Um, Capture d5 check takes advantage of the weak dark squares and the king's placement there. Rook g7, capture h6, knight d4, and bishop or queen f1. He gives the material black back. And this is the continuation Capablanca gives after queen d7, knight here, here, and he gives this all as if it's just nothing, as if anyone could have seen it. Um, and yeah, that's a dirty dirty checkmate there. Uh, f1 here, 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 and it's two pieces versus a rook, and they got to pass pawns, so Capablanca uses the pass pawn um, to uh, to win material. Because the more advanced the pass pawn is, the more dangerous, um, the more it's worth, basically. Knight g8, another great sacrifice here. Basically has to do this. I didn't see what happens if he just plays here. Probably, yeah, just bishop f6 is coming, or this. And yeah, so it's the same thing either way. Queen and promotes to a queen, and then the rest of the game is pretty trivial. Though he does give the rest of the game if you want to look in the book My Chess Career by Jose Capablanca. It's game 2. So that was pretty awesome. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you tomorrow for another entry. See ya.